Foreign actors are interfering with our elections. Oh no! But not nearly as badly as social and mainstream media are. Recently, emails of people claiming to be Proud Boys, demanding that you vote for Donald Trump or you will be targeted, appear to have been spoofed and coming out of Iran. Look, it's all well and good. We know that foreign actors are trying to interfere with our elections, and they're doing so via social media. This is one of the reasons that social media is trying to clamp down on what they believe to be disinformation. Of course, this disinformation includes a story by the New York Post, a Rupert Murdoch-owned tabloid that has been in existence, founded by Alexander Hamilton, has the fourth largest distribution in the United States, and was founded over 200 years ago. This newspaper is having their story blocked on social media. You cannot tweet this out. Their social media account remains locked on Twitter. Facebook has announced that they were reducing dissemination of the story, which of course leads us to the belief that social media is actively interfering with our election. They are so firmly in the bag for Biden. So, the question is, why is this so? Why are they using the excuse that you cannot report from unnamed sources, from ill-gotten information, from hacked information? And by the way, this information was not hacked. The FBI apparently has a laptop, which leads me to a single question. Why didn't the FBI act on this earlier? Somebody at the FBI should lose their head over this. The fact is that the FBI apparently has had this laptop in their possession for over a year, and they have actively, it seems, suppressed said information from coming out. Were they going to hold this as leverage against Joe Biden in the future? I'm just thinking out loud right now. Were they actively trying to suppress the information in order to make sure that Bernie Sanders didn't get the nomination? All these things are truly, truly within the realm of possibility. But the store owner who brought the hard drive to the FBI was smart enough to make another copy of it and hand it over to Rudy Giuliani. And that is what is being made available by the New York Post. Now, this story has tentacles. They are slow rolling the release of this information. And the question is, why is the public not becoming aware of it? Why are the mainstream news media outlets not reporting on it? And I'm going to suggest to you that we all know that they are firmly in the bag for Biden. There's no doubt about that. The question is why. The fact is that Trump is bad for doing business with China. He adds friction to doing business, to the massive amounts of money that is being taken out from this country in exchange. We are turning a blind eye to the genocide that they are actively committing against the Uyghurs in the western part of China. You know that allegedly that the organs are being harvested from these people and are then being sold to oil-rich Saudi Arabia. This is a very sad state of affairs. But the media is going to conveniently ignore this because they are making massive amounts of money. So I want to be clear about something. The world is being run by multinational conglomerates. These are no longer localized to the United States. They have tentacles all over the world, and their ethos, what their goal is to increase the bottom line. So anybody that engages in activity that would reduce that is antithetical to their being. So Donald Trump creating the friction in terms of doing business with China, in terms of holding China accountable so that they aren't always being able to get the better of the end of the deal from the US taxpayer, from the United States as a whole, and then siphoning off these revenues to these companies that are doing business with them. I would bet you if Donald Trump was less of a roadblock in terms of doing business with China, in terms of creating these profits for the corporations, that there would be a far greater number of them that would side with Donald Trump. Just for example, one that we'll take a look at, Verizon. They own Yahoo. This is a huge, huge company, obviously. Yahoo is a dissemination source of information for the public. A lot of people still use it as their home page, maybe older generations. And anytime that you go to Yahoo and you look at the articles, they are always anti-Trump. About 95% to be fully accurate. And there used to be pushback against these articles in the comment section. A couple of months ago, Yahoo eliminated the comment section. in revving up for the US elections. Why? This almost definitely came down from the head brass of Verizon, who says we need to find out ways to eliminate the pushback against the propaganda that we are spewing. And when somebody reads an article, and they read many, many articles, and there's no pushback, it's far easier to displace other information that might be in somebody's mind and have a new paradigm of the world inserted politically, especially when they don't know a lot about the subject. That becomes far easier when you don't have pushback and people calling out errors in the comment section. So this isn't only about Yahoo, of course. Every single mainstream media news outlet is disregarding the Hunter Biden email scandal. They are so firmly in the bag for Biden. It is so obvious. And on Twitter and social and Facebook, they are disallowing dissemination of these articles. And it's absolutely pathetic. It is a threat, truly a threat to our democracy, to the flow of information. And the fact is that I believe that Joe Biden is going to reward them by allowing them to maintain 230 protections. And what 230 protections are, you are either a publisher or you are a platform. And a platform has protections against litigation because they are not responsible for what somebody else promotes on their site. And yet here you have a story that's been corroborated by the FBI, by the Director of National Intelligence, I believe, Ratcliffe, and it's getting no play. The public is not allowed to see it. This is direct election interference. So you want to talk about Iran, you want to talk about Russia, you even want to talk about China and discuss the election interference that they are trying to create. It pales in comparison to what social media is currently doing. The fact is that this should be the biggest story in political history. The fact that Joe Biden is absolutely implicated, that you yesterday had a man come out and say and corroborate the validity of the emails and stating that Hunter Biden was using these companies as his personal piggy bank. This is what is being corroborated, not by one, but now two people, and yet it gets no play. And when Donald Trump is interviewed by 60 Minutes, and he asks Lesley Stahl, his interviewer, why they aren't reporting on the Hunter Biden hard drive and the email, because they can't corroborate it. She says, well, of course you can. Our Director of National Intelligence has corroborated it. Oh, we can't corroborate it. And this goes on and on. So this is how badly the media is in the bag. They are willing to report on the Steele dossier with Russia collusion hoaxes. For 3 years, they tied up the American public in this mess, embroiled us in nothing but conspiracy theories. And then when something real comes out, they suppress the information. So I'm going to tell you that the real election interference is not coming from Iran. It's not coming so much from Russia. It is coming directly from our social media companies and the media companies that don't want the public to have all the information because they want to increase the profits. They want to increase their profits because Donald Trump is a barrier to that. They want to go back to crony capitalism and getting deals done in China. And Joe Biden has enriched himself and his family based on his public office. And the American voter absolutely deserves to know that. Look, you guys like this video, please share it with somebody and thumb it up and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Peace and blessings. Go out and vote, whoever you vote for. I hope that I've made a strong case for at least investigating these allegations against Joe Biden. Peace out.